Um, okay, so tonight we're going to talk about inviting some more. I feel like we talk about that a lot, but your business isn't going to go anywhere unless you invite, right? So it's one of the 3 vital behaviors. And let's be honest, when you first start coaching, and even sometimes now, depending on who you're inviting, sometimes it feels awkward and you're not really sure what to say. I think what really helped me when I first started as a coach, my first target, like who I invited first, was obviously friends and family and people I felt comfortable inviting. I was just talking to Kayla. She invited like her lacrosse team. She already had a group chat going with them. It was something easy, get the word out to everyone. And those are your friends. So you feel comfortable inviting them and asking them, and it's going to be a lot more fun if you guys are getting in shape together, right? So I think the big kind of turning table happened for me, when I had a challenger, so you add your challenger into the challenge group, and then you message them privately too to see how everything's going with them. And seriously, when you have that first challenger that says, oh my gosh, I just lost 6 pounds in 1 week, or oh my gosh, I don't know why nutrition was so difficult for me, and now I'm actually following this plan, and like the pounds are melting off, or I broke through my plateau. Or to have someone message you and be like, okay, I just wanted you to know, I just fit into a size 2 pair of jeans. That's, I guess, when it kind of comes full circle and you know that it's all worth it. You're so glad that you reached out to them and you kind of put your ego aside and gave them the tools and the support and believed in them when maybe they didn't have support at home and no one else was believing in them, or they just needed that extra nudge to get started. I think that's really when the turning point happens, and that's when you're like, all right, I got to put my ego aside and invite other people. And Brittany, I'm going to put you on the spot. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you've had a couple challengers that you reconnected with and invited, and they had really good results. Do you want to tell us about them?
Well, I mean, I'm one of them that has had good results from it, so it's just easy for me to try to advertise it, I guess. But one of these girls, Katie, she messaged me and told me that she was so glad that she tried to do it because I gave her that inspiration to want to lose weight, and I showed her that it was possible. So she's been probably one of my best ones that I've had.
So it just goes to show you how vital behavior number 2, product of the product, if you're leading by example, which Brittany has done consistently on social media and been vulnerable and put herself out there, and she's got her own little reality TV show running on her Facebook because people want to check back in with Brittany. People want to see what her results are. They want to see, okay, is she really sticking with this? And people are going to do that with your coaching journey too. So, you're going to start initially with inviting your challengers. Well, then you're going to want to build your team too. So people are going to see that you signed on to do this crazy coaching thing that's super non-traditional, and can you really make money? Or where's the scam? Where's the catch? They're going to be looking to see, when is this girl going to fall off the coaching wagon and try something else, like those crazy saran wrap your body, it works, whatever. Not but people are watching you. So I think that you kind of realize as you're going, when you have the little successes, when you have a challenger tell you their results, or someone that you don't even know messages you and says, hey, I see your workout videos and I see, your motivational posts and you really inspire me. Thanks for posting. Those are the little things. There you are, following the 3 vital behaviors. And those are the things that make coaching worthwhile. Those are the things that make you get up and continue to do what you do. Those are the things that are going to help. That's going to get you your paycheck. Okay. Don't be motivated by your paycheck. Be motivated to help these people. And oh, side note, you're going to get money in your bank account on Thursday morning too. Okay. Everything goes hand in hand. And sometimes, actually, Brittany is a good example of this too. Sometimes you're going to get haters who want to message you and, oh my gosh, you're posting again? Or, oh, cool, you worked out today. Like, let's post a status every time we go to the gym. Annoying stuff like that, right? One of my cousins told me she would have defriended me by now if I wasn't her cousin. And then she's bought 3 challenge packs since then. So you're going to get people who are like, okay, she's annoying. People will probably unfollow you. But to me, and probably to you guys too, that's fine. I can take a couple defriendings on Facebook if I know that there's at least one person out there that I'm helping or that I'm inspiring. And so you kind of take the good with the bad, and that's where your third vital behavior, personal development, comes in. So I know, and I'll probably tell you guys this all the time, there's like an ebb and flow to coaching, okay? There's some months where you're like, woo, I hit Success Club 10. Everybody came to me. All these people I invited months ago are finally ready to get challenge packs. They're ready to get started. People are telling me all their good results. I'm feeling like I'm making a difference. It's showing in my paychecks, and I'm actually saving money for once, and everything is like groovy. And then some months you're like, okay, like who else? I feel like I've run out of my market. I don't know who to invite to. Everyone I followed up with just doesn't want to spend money right now. And you feel like off your game. So that's where personal development comes in, because not only will it give you kind of a new insight or give you some different tips on how to talk to people or how to motivate people, it will also remind you that what happens to you is the sum of your small repeated efforts day in and day out. So in The Compound Effect, they use, which is a book that you guys should all read, they use I didn't pay attention in English, the metaphor maybe of pumping a well. So you stand there and you're pumping the well, and nothing comes out, right? But if you continue to pump the well, something's got to give. Something's got to happen. So think of that as, you're posting 2 to 3 times a day on social media. Or if you're new to this and you haven't been posting at all, post 1 time a day. Like, set yourself little goals and little benchmarks. And if you're doing that and you're reaching out to 3 new people a week, or presenting the coach opportunity to 3 new people a week, and that's like you pumping the well, right? So if you continue to do that, you're planting seeds, and eventually people are going to decide that they're ready to commit. They're going to decide, well, hey, I want to make some extra money. I love helping people, and I liked the 21-day fix. Maybe I'll try coaching. So it's like pumping a well, okay? So some months it's slower. Wait till we get to the holidays. I mean, you guys are going to love that. It's slow and you get discouraged, but your personal development comes in, your team comes in. If you keep showing that you're dedicated to both your fitness and nutrition, because you got to lead by example if you want to be successful, and your coaching business is dedicated to helping others, people will come back around. The first video that I wanted to show you, I know I'm kind of rambling, is another video with Anita Myron. She's got 3 ways to invite to your challenge group. So we've already talked about initially inviting friends and family that you feel comfortable with, throwing that out there, nothing fancy, just, hey, I'm going to run a fitness challenge group. It'd be super fun if you wanted to join in. What do you think? You can also do, which I think most of you have done already. If you haven't, or if you haven't lately, it's a good time to. Tomorrow I'm going to be posting a little challenge group sample ad. And so all you'll have to do is add your picture in there, and it's going to kind of give the whole rundown on the challenge group. You're going to have a coach to get one-on-one coaching. You're going to be in a group, so you'll get kind of a group setting coaching. You'll have your workouts. You'll have your meal plan. It'll kind of give the rundown for the next challenge. So you can post that on your page, and you can basically say, hey, I'm on my journey. Come along with me, like, take my hand, let's do this together, and let's reach our goals Fall's coming. Let's get back into a routine. Kids are starting school, blah, blah, blah. Speak from your heart or whatever you're going through, or pretend you are the person you want to attract. Okay. So you're a potential challenger and you're scrolling through Facebook. What do you want to read? What's something that's going to catch your eye? I had a challenger last month that told me exactly what it was that I posted that really got her attention, that she related to, which is what really nudged her to kind of start her fitness journey. I talked about knowing how it feels to, and I still go through this because sometimes you're on and sometimes you're not, but knowing how it feels to get ready on a Friday night and pull jeans up, like walk yourself into your jeans because they've gotten tight and you don't even feel like wearing real clothes. You want to stick with the yoga pants and find like the baggiest shirt you can just because that's what's comfortable. And I didn't want to feel like that anymore. And that's what I posted on my Facebook. I was vulnerable and put that out there. And I said, help hold me accountable too. And I'll do the same for you. And let's do it together. Okay. Because we're not talking like we're on some high horse. We know everything about fitness and nutrition. We don't. And we don't have it all figured out. And trust me, I'm not perfect all the time. And I really like beer. And people need to be able to relate to that, right? So when people feel like they can connect to you, that's the cool thing that Beachbody has to offer, is we have the coaching aspect. We're not just a company, we're not just Mary Kay that's going to say, hey, use this makeup. Let's do this together. I believe in you. I want to help you through. So we've got something pretty cool to offer. So Anita is going to go into a couple other ways that you can invite to a challenge group after I share my screen. All right. And I'm not going to make it full size because I feel like every time I make it full size, everything goes black all of a sudden. So I'm going to play this and we'll talk about it real quick after.
Hey, Inspire Empire.
We can skip forward.
I wanted to dive even deeper into inviting because a lot of people get a little bit confused about what inviting actually means. I've gotten messages like, do you actually have to message people? Yeah, you do. There are 3 ways to invite, 3 ways that I personally love to do, and all ways are equally as important. I do all 3 every single month without fail, and you should too. So number 1, the first thing you should do is create an event page for your upcoming Beachbody Challenge group, whether it be specific program group or if you're going to do an all-around Beachbody Challenge group. I personally do not do a lot of specific program groups because I don't want to shut off the opportunity for other people to experience programs that might be more appropriate or suitable for them than the program that was chosen. So, and I also don't want to lose the opportunity of more Success Club points as well. So I typically do a whole round Beachbody Challenge group. So I will create an event page and mass invite to the event page. And in another couple of posts in this group, we're going to talk to you about event pages and how to do that and dive even deeper into how to really drive momentum in your event page. But that's the number 1 way. And they're not, it's not the most important way, but this is really a great way to launch the grand opening of your challenge group. Think of your challenge group as a grocery store or a restaurant, and you're launching the grand opening and inviting all your friends and family to it. You can use Google Chrome's Mass Invite tool, and I will post the Mass Invite tool in the group page, when we start talking a little bit more about event pages. So then next most important way to invite is to post on your newsfeed. So at the same time that you need that, go ahead and make a post launching your upcoming challenge group. There are several ways to post about your challenge group, and I will post an example right here in this post above this video. So that's another way, and it's a great way to drive traction because you can say in the post, comment below if you're interested so you can tag them back. And the more you tag people, the more eyes come to your post, because those people's friends and family see that they were tagged in the post. They read and go, hey, I kind of want in on that too. And more conversations start to come to fruition. And then also Facebook sees that and decides that your edge score or edge rank is better, basically your affinity or your popularity on Facebook, and more eyes get drawn to that post. So I always say comment below if you're interested. So quickly, a great example would be, hey everyone, I'm starting a 90-day New Fit You challenge group. We start on July 19th, and I'm looking for 3 women who are interested in getting fit and healthy for the summer. We are going to be completing a 90-day fitness challenge group, as well as using a dialed-in meal plan that comes with your program. We'll also be replacing 1 meal a day with the healthiest meal of the day called Shakeology, and we'll be participating in a support group where you and other coaches or other challengers will be supporting each other every step of the way. And you'll also get me as your coach to guide you and make sure that you don't fail. And then you can also put a really cute picture using PicMonkey or Rona Designs. Picture of you smiling, saying, join my challenge group. Picture of you working out, or your before and after picture. Something I really like to do is use my before and after picture to drive eyes to my post. So that's one way. Then you can start getting conversations, getting comments. So number 3 way of inviting, and I personally think the most important way, and you all should be doing this, is private message inviting people on your news or your Facebook friends list. So basically picking 5 to 10 people a day. If it's closer to the end of the month, you can start choosing to invite more if you're not in Success Club. We do a Success Club rally almost every month where we challenge you to invite 30 people a day. But when you've got a whole month ahead of you, 5 people will be okay a day. And in those messages, I usually say, hey, and I copy and paste this. I say, hey, Rhonda, I am starting a 90-day fitness and nutrition challenge group. I'm looking for 5 ladies to get started with me on this fitness journey. Would you happen to know of anybody that might be interested in joining? I'm not sure if you've seen my fitness rants, but I'm really excited about the progress that I've made, and I want to pay it forward and find more people to help me. That's it. Copy, paste, send, rinse, repeat. Get a lot of conversations going, and get those invitations out there. Now remember, guys, and I've set the example or set the expectation before, but usually 9 times out of 10, people are going to say no, and that's okay. But basically what you're doing is guerrilla marketing. You're getting out there. You're inviting like crazy. You're giving people the information, and you're marketing for your business. Just like a restaurant would market for their business. They have to get out there and get the message out there. It doesn't mean that people are going to come running to their restaurant right away, but when they think, maybe tonight I'll go have Italian food, they might go to that restaurant for Italian food because they remember being contacted by that restaurant or seeing the commercial. Same thing with private message inviting. So when you're private message inviting and somebody tells you no, it's okay. They're going to tell you no. They're going to tell you, hey, I can't afford it right now. It's just not the right time. But when they do decide and think, hey, it's time for me to get in shape and work off this extra weight or feel better about myself, they'll remember Michelle had a challenge group that she invited me to. And they'll remember that they kept seeing your posts and seeing you stay consistent. And they'll remember, hey, maybe I should contact Michelle and get started in her challenge group. So remember, inviting isn't necessarily going to bring you success that very moment, but just think of it as your way of marketing for the future. So with all those things combined, you should have no problem hitting your minimum goal of Success Club 5 every single month. And if you continue to stay consistent in inviting like that, you should have no problem in hitting bigger numbers in the future, because people are going to come back to you over time. They're going to keep seeing your posts and you setting the example. They're going to see your invitations. And do not forget, when you're inviting, to also follow up with people. Go back and ask people who you've invited in previous months if they're ready, if they how they're doing with their fitness right now, and if they are ready to make a change. So you're there to help people. So get out there and help people. Good luck and fun, happy inviting.
Oh shoot. Okay. So just to kind of recap, what she went over. She talked about 3 different ways. First one was making that event page on Facebook. So depending on how Facebook savvy you are, you can go that route. I myself have only done it twice, I think, and I did it when a new program was launching. So just to kind of spread the word. The cool thing about doing a Facebook invite page like that is that you don't need to necessarily feel comfortable. It's not as personal. So you can invite, you know, maybe that person that you haven't spoken to in a while from high school. You're just clicking invite. You can add a bunch of people, and you're like mass inviting. So it won't take a whole lot of time all you got to do is check the little box next to their name to invite them to this. And first of all, you're reminding them like, hey, I'm here and I remember who you are and I'm just spreading the word over here. Second of all, you can make a cool cover photo, like add yourself in because people want to see you and give a description about kind of what you're inviting them to. And you can give them background info that way. So you're kind of killing a couple birds with one stone. Again, I probably wouldn't do it every month because I think we all know that when you get like, invited to whatever event, usually it's those like promotional whatever happy hour at some bar or something. It's kind of annoying sometimes. So that's something that I would probably do sporadically. The next one she said was posting to your newsfeed, which is what we were just talking about. I'm going to post that sample ad tomorrow, so you guys can go ahead and post to your newsfeed because that's a great way to give someone something visual to see. And you can, again, do that call to action. Say, go ahead and message below or comment below or message me if you might be interested. So the call to action in your post definitely helps get people interacting, which will lead to more comments and likes, which will raise your Facebook affinity, which will mean you're coming up in a lot of other people's news feeds. The third way was the private message. The good thing about the private message is that it is more personal. You can talk to someone openly about their goals and figure out what the best plan of action is for them. And people like that. People, if you're going to be their fitness coach, you should have that personal interaction with them. They also feel like, oh my gosh, she invited me. She thought of me. That's pretty cool. And another thing is the way Anita phrased it. She said she'll message people and not necessarily say, hey, I want you to do this, but she'll say, hey, if anyone you know might be interested, send them my way. So you can ask for referrals, and in asking for referrals, you're putting it out there that it's something that they could join in on too. So that's kind of a different way to word things in your private messages. Do you guys have any questions on anything like that? How has inviting been going? Anybody? Are we getting no's? Yeah, that's good. Because everyone says no at first. Congratulations, Kayla and Kelly, on your first sales.
Oh, thank you.
Did you guys have any questions from anything tonight? Not really?
No.
So the biggest thing, I posted about one-on-one calls. There's still some time slots left. If you guys want to set one up, jump on our team page and just comment below and I'll get you signed up for that. I'm working on, I figured out how to make a web page where you can get on and buy Knockouts United clothes and like choose your own color and size and whatever. So our new clothing line will be launched soon. Just stay tuned. And what else did I have to say? I guess that's kind of it. I think I'm going to challenge you guys for your personal development tomorrow to jump on YouTube and either search for a top coach. If you need help thinking of one, message me and I'll hook you up with one that I think might be good and relatable for you. And check out what videos they have on there. Or get on YouTube and search Beachbody invite process or Beachbody recruiting coaches or Beachbody what do new coaches do. Find something and start watching it, because I swear that's probably the biggest thing that I did as a new coach that I think helped me figure out the business and figure out some tips. And just, I mean, top coaches are doing something right, so we might as well listen to their tips and follow along, right? All right, guys, thanks for getting on tonight. And again, if you were on last week, keep an eye out on your mailbox. Okay?
I got it today.
Huh?
I got it today.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. All right, I'm going to stop.